So I took willing physicians who had gotten themselves trained up and I put an observer in their exam rooms. My instruction to the observer was to have two columns to keep track of the time the physician was focused on the patient and also keep track of the time the physician was focused on the keyboard. That way, we could compare the time they used to have for dictation and if it really was different than what they were now using on the new system. Within an hour of our observation beginning, I got a phone call, and it was from my observers in the room. And they said,
Side, we really need a third column.
I said, what? A third column for what? I want you just to focus on time the physician spends on the keyboard and the time the physician spends with the patient. And they said, then you will miss out on a great bit of data. I said, what would you want to put in the third column? And they said,
Actually, what we would want to put in the third column is the time the physician spends complaining about the patient or the keyboard.
see, what was mind-boggling is that the average physician spent quite a bit of time in drama, 2 hours per shift, in fact, driving their BMWs, their bitching, moaning, and whining wagons. This had to be just physicians, right? That couldn't possibly be the rest of the workforce, the rest of our employees. Perhaps our physicians were, just a bit whiny. But you know what? We went out and we started looking at many other groups, and what we found was astonishing. I want you to ask yourself on a regular basis, how big is your third column? And I want you to insist that the people you lead stay out of that third column.